Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to part 2 of my new camp fuel, stove fuel, alcohol fuel, whatever it is, on my Origo 600 2-burner stove with fancy dancy oven. So, with that being said, each burner has its own control, including the oven, to adjust your heat. The canisters, which look like this and are made in Sweden. Yes, made in Sweden. These stoves are golden. People cannot find these anywhere anymore except for used, and a stove like this still brings about $400 or more, depending how bad somebody wants it. Now you'll also notice that this stove is gimbaled, so when the boat heels over one way or another, the stove can tilt and drop everything off the top like I just did. No. There are locks that go up and surround the pot and keep it in, but as the boat heels over, the stove will level out and always stay level to a pretty good point. Anyways, without further ado, in this FB Hydra video, let's show you how it works. So I am going to start and turn it on about halfway. If you look down in the hole, you'll see there's a steel plate that opens and closes to adjust my flame. So let's light the flame. And flame is lit, lickety split. Now I'm going to start it off and turn it on full torque. For the purposes of showing flame in this video, I'm going to turn off the LEDs in the cabin. Woohoo, look at that. Alright, so now I'm going to turn it back down on what I would say is low. I'm going to take a pot of just room temperature water, about 2 inches deep, one bottle like such, and I'm going to put it back up on full blast. Now the name of this fuel is It's Gone Out. That's the name of the fuel. It's gone out because I turned the stove off instead of turning it all the way up, because it's opposite of what your average stove would be. So, attempt number 2, turn to the right, which on your regular stove, if you turn your burner to the right, usually that turns it off. So here we are at full burner strength. So my pot is not quite centered. Objective is to try to keep the flames from not coming up and rolling over. And there we go. You can pretty much tell that with flames going at that torque, it's going to boil water very, very rapidly. My first experiment, it boiled water in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Your average electric stove takes 6 to 7 minutes to bring water to a boil. Your average induction stove, about 2.5 minutes. So this is pretty good for a small stove on a sailboat, I must say. So I think it's been about 45 seconds to a minute. I'm going to turn the light back on, and if you have a look inside, it's already steaming pretty good with small bubbles in the bottom. I'd say another minute and that's going to be boiling. Now the other thing that's really great about this fuel, it's called E-NRG, E-NRG, letters, all letters, pronounced energy, so I was told. It's a brand new fuel. I guess it's designed for patio fireplaces and such, but it's pure ethyl alcohol, denatured, and it has virtually no odor, way less odor than regular alcohol that you would burn in this 20 years ago, which used to be available everywhere. In the US, it's more common to find the alcohol, but here, even the marinas don't seem to have it. They don't seem to have anything A lot of people are using in Canada methyl hydrate, and it has a terrible, horrid smell, which gives me a headache, a migraine. So by the time I'm ready to eat, I'm not ready to eat because I'm sitting down being sick. But this is great stuff. Just wanted to shoot this video out so other people could see this and really know a new fuel. It is a little bit pricey. It's about $30 Canadian for a gallon. I filled all 3 canisters with about 1/3 of a gallon. I'm gonna guess that's gonna last a month. So 1 gallon should be enough to last you throughout a summer season of boating. And my water is boiling. So I am 4 minutes and 40 seconds into this video since lighting it a second time. Yeah, it's impressive. And if I take the pot off, my flame is pretty darn high, and I can just turn my burner off, and it's out. And that steel plate goes directly over this portion, and it helps to keep it from evaporating. Although they do make a fireproof rubber ring that can go over that you can put in when you're not going to use your stove every day, and that will in fact keep it from evaporating a bit as well. I have a couple of fans set up in windows, one intake, one outtake, but I do have a specialty fan here that I'm charging. This fan fits perfectly in the window, and it will take fumes out. I also have this hole up here, and that's probably what I'm going to use. This is a Dorade vent, and then I have this piece which fits up in there perfectly. I can either make a pipe down and make a small hood with a fan, or I can just put a fan on that and it will suck the fumes and the heat right up. I will say that my temperature went from 72 degrees to 74.8 degrees just from boiling that water. So yeah, it does throw off a little bit of heat in here as well. But I wasn't running the intake fan, just the little outtake fan. That's it. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys, to another SV Hydra video, and I'm going to put the one in the oven and give the oven a test run, just in case there's a major explosion or something. I don't want to video that right off the bat. So I'm going to put my souffle and my salmon a la blonde in and cook that without you watching. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to try the oven. I'm going to see how it goes. But first, I'm going to clean the oven out a bit and make sure there's no residue of anything else in there and disinfect it. Very, very good. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Take care, everyone. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.